International Silver Company presents The Silver Theater, starring Joan Crawford in Train Ride, directed by Conrad Nagel.
The house lights dim and the silver curtain rises on the opening act of Train Ride, a drama written especially for Joan Crawford by Charles Martin. It's 30 minutes toward midnight as a little train chugs its way through a mountain state. In the last car, seated a group of men, faces grim, sober, grave.
Hey, conductor, how long before we get to Brinkville?
Oh, 20 minutes yet. You, gentlemen going up there to watch Bill Everhart go to the chair?
Yeah.
Look out the window, boys. Full moon, clear sky. What a night for a man to die.
What's a man think about when he knows he's got to leave all that?
He's leaving much more than the moon and the sky. He's leaving a girl. Somehow I don't believe in capital punishment. I don't think it's ever right to murder back.
Listen, you're a witness, not a philosopher.
Yeah, but he was such a nice young fellow. He murdered for love. There wasn't anything dirty about it.
Ever hear of a clean murder? If he was in love with the girl, there were other ways of getting what he wanted.
Wait a minute, boys. That's the girl coming into this car. What girl?
Your sweetheart.
Well, what's she doing on this train?
She's entitled to say goodbye, ain't she?
Yeah, but he won't say goodbye. He won't even see her. Wonder what she's up to.
Well, she'll try to see him.
Apples,
You can take
candy,
a bet on that.
Newspapers, apples, candy. Newspaper lady, execution extra, just out.
No, thank you.
Say, ain't you Mary Crane?
Well?
The picture's on the front page of this paper. Want to buy one?
No, I don't want a paper.
Say, it says here how you're going to watch your sweetheart die. Special pass from the warden. Can I have your signature in my autograph book?
Please go away.
Oh, sorry, lady. Didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Newspapers, apples, candy. Newspapers, apples, candy.
Mary, I am your soul. Your soul is life. And you have life yet. What do you want? Why are you letting him die? Well, how can I stop it? He's still alive, isn't he? He's still a part of your sun and your moon. Keep the moon from going down, the sun from coming up, the earth from turning round.
How can I stop the earth?
Make him tell. The earth will stop once he tells.
Oh, but I've tried.
Shh, quiet. Don't lose control. Father Malone is on this train. He's coming in this car now. Be careful, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Father Malone.
Bill's asked the warden if he could have me by his side instead of the prison chaplain. Mind if I sit down with you?
Please do.
Mary, don't lie. Life is truth. Cling to life.
Oh, I've tried to, and it doesn't help.
What doesn't help, Mary?
Oh, Father, my head, it's pounding so.
Oh. Lean back, Mary. Shut your eyes. Say a prayer with me.
Father, I've got something to tell you.
What is it, Mary?
Bill's innocent.
Bill's what?
Bill's innocent. He didn't commit the murder.
How do you know?
Oh, I know.
Have you told anyone about this?
I've told everyone, and no one will believe me.
Tell me, Mary. I'll believe you.
Everything's so black and hazy as if it happened so long ago, and yet it was only yesterday. Or was it 1,000 years ago? The telephone bell, the electric railroad. Hello?
Hello. Is this Mrs. Crane?
Yes?
You're a lonely soul, aren't you?
Who is this?
No one you know.
Then what do you want?
I'm a lonely soul, too.
Who is this?
Well, about a month ago, our wires crossed. I dialed a number and got you by accident. Do you recall it?
No, I don't.
I do. And that's just the point. I loved your voice. I wanted to hear it again. You see, it's been like a lost chord vibrating in my memory. Please let me telephone you occasionally and talk to you.
Look, I stopped playing games when I was 10.
How tragic.
Goodbye.
Oh, wait, don't hang up, please.
Operator, this is 3206. I want this number changed. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Crane.
Who is this?
This is your telephone friend.
How did you get my new number? I just had it changed.
Change it as often as you like. I'll still get it.
Well, what in the world do you want, and who are you?
I told you I'm no one you know. Haven't you ever wanted to talk to somebody about the little problems that wage war on your life? The little problems that become psychological monsters. Didn't you ever yearn for somebody you could talk to whom you didn't have to see? Vision sometimes makes friendship very dull.
You know, I think you're crazy.
Or sane, depending on which side of the fence you look at me. If you were to meet me, which you never will, you'd think me quite sane indeed.
Oh, would I?
Oh, I'm sure of it. After all, Beethoven was in love for 20 years with a woman he hadn't seen.
Look, mister, why don't you write a book on the technique of telephone pickup?
I'm not really an authority on the subject. Listen, you are miserable, aren't you?
Am I?
Yes, terribly. One of the cruelest forms of torture is a woman married to a man she doesn't love. We've got it down to a fine science in America. 30% of the wives are just like you.
Oh, I know who you are now. You take surveys on unhappy marriages. Well, go away. I don't want any.
I'm afraid you've already got one.
How do you know so much about me?
You have a very revealing voice.
Look, will you pick on somebody else?
Hello, Mrs. Crane. It's a beautiful spring evening.
What about it?
In the spring, a young man's fancy turns to thoughts of solace.
Listen, Mr. Solace Dispenser, put it up in bottles and go away.
Look, I could never involve your life. Hang up your phone and I'm out of it.
You certainly are.
Hello, Mrs. Crane?
Hello.
Why are you crying? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Haven't you got anybody you can talk to? Your husband?
Well, he hasn't the time.
Talking is a medicine for sick souls. I'll listen.
I can't talk to someone I don't know.
Why not try getting acquainted? I still promise never to see you. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Bill.
Darling, have you looked out of your window?
Oh, better than that. I've been out in the park. Oh, I love falling snow. I helped some children make a snowman. It was wonderful.
I'm so glad.
Well, you should be. It was your suggestion. Isn't it strange how someone I've never seen can be so vital a part of my life?
For 6 months, you hung up on me.
Well, and for the next 6 months, I'll apologize.
I should apologize for not having been more persuasive. Now tell me, what do you plan doing today?
Oh, I've got to have dinner with my husband and a friend.
Friend?
A friend of my husband. Bill, will I die without ever seeing you? Will I never know what you're like?
Each of us has an illusion. Why destroy it for the other? Now, look, let's make a pact. When I'm ready to die, or you are, one of us will call the other and say, look, I'm going to die. I must see you.
No, I'm afraid that won't be for a long, long time.
Well, good evening, Mary.
Oh, yes.
Finish your conversation, Mary. Don't let me disturb you.
I'll say good night.
Yes, good night.
Who was that, Mary?
You wouldn't be interested.
Who was that, Mary?
I don't really know.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't expect you to believe anything I say.
Well, I can't believe you talked to somebody you didn't know.
I talk to you. I don't know you. We're strangers, Henry. We've grown away from each other. You've forgotten how desperately I need affection. For 5 years, I've been so hideously alone.
Well, I've been busy trying to take the world by the horns.
Oh, that's too big a world. Mine's so much smaller. Henry, when I was a very little girl, I wanted a world of love and beauty. I wanted someone I could love and who would love me in return. Sentimental of me, wasn't it? I wanted a little house like you read about in storybooks and lots of babies. Well, I got a husband and I got a house. I also got lots of money. But no love and no babies. So I lost my world.
Mary, listen. Marriage is a convenience, nothing more than that. It's convenience because it gives you security and me respectability, and maybe the senatorship. You're way up in the clouds. Get down to earth and stop talking about lost
Henry,
worlds.
I want a divorce. We haven't really been man and wife for a long time. Why go on?
I told you can't have a divorce. Now get dressed. My friend is arriving at 8 o'clock.
I'm not finished talking about it.
Unfortunately, you'll have to be. If you want love, go to moving pictures.
Oh, you're so ugly.
I've got a love letter from you in which you called me handsome.
Inside you, you're hideous.
Look, when Mr. Everhart comes, you'll be pleasant. He's a good speechwriter, and I need him for my campaign. After he leaves, you can go to bed with a book of love stories and a box of chocolates.